Glad you'll be joining us for supper, though the circumstances are unusual to be sure. I won't be able to speak with you, none of the brothers will, but it will be good to have you with us. I always enjoy your talks. Now, the same doesn't apply to you at the abbot's table. You can talk all you like. Though, I wouldn't recommend it. Father Abbot does not look kindly on idle chatter. I hope I don't make a fool of myself. These men are far above my station. I wish you could take my place. You deserve the honor. Supper with an abbot and a nobleman, I could get used to it. Anyway, I'm sorry for how the prior treated you. It's not fair, it's humiliating. Oh, no, my son. There's no need to worry about me or my pride. And we all need a taste of humility from time to time to keep our feet on this earth. No, Num, you are my pride. I cannot claim you to have taught you much, but I am proud to have known you and your work. And when you leave all of us at Kiersau Abbey behind, you can call upon your friends, Lawrence, the Baron Rotwigel, to help you in your career. This guy's nice, man. We like Piero. He's wrong, you know. Fenric is wrong about you being slow. There's nothing wrong with your style. It's not old. It's just because a nobleman says so. Don't trouble yourself over it. Time passes for us. Things change. The future will write over the present. You need not fear it, any of it, so long as you remain true to yourself and God. Now, I must hurry to the refectory to join my brothers. I will see you inside. No way, man. They're making us like Piero, so he's gonna get murdered. Piero's the one that's gonna get killed. No, Piero! My God. Go. I'm glad you could join us. Thank you, my lord. Father Gernot, Father Thomas, Prior Fenric. This guy I hate, man. I hate this guy. Simon Peter answered, "You are the Messiah, the Son of the living God." Oh, the Gospel of Matthew, wonderful. Jesus replied, "Blessed are you, Simon, son of Jonah, for this was not revealed to you by flesh and blood, but by Father in heaven. And I'll tell you that you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of Hades will not overcome it." Have you read Matthew much, Num? Some, yes. I will give you the keys of thy kingdom of heaven. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven. Hey, no problem. Yeah, that's the whole purpose of the stream today, Woony. Then he ordered the disciple not to tell anyone that he was the Messiah. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven. That reminds me, Father Gernot, have you read anything by Martin Luther? I can't say that I have. He has some incredible ideas about the church. Brilliant, I think. Everybody's pissed. My lord, is the meal to your liking? I believe I remembered you enjoying our quail on your last visit. The quail, my God, Father Abbot. The quail's fine, but don't you think Luther's ideas are worth discussing? He's talking about the future of the church, taking things up in a way I don't think we've seen before. Father Thomas, you see value in his ideas, you do not? My lord, I mean no offense, but I do not. Brother, Matthew, yes. How appropriate. What are your thoughts on Luther's attack on the church's sale of indulgences? Oh, that's look at all. That's this guy's poggers, man. Baron, please do not involve the other brothers in this conversation. Fine. What about you, Num? Certainly a man who attended the same university as Martin Luther can spare some thoughts on his work. Why not? Where should we start? He's really put me in a difficult position. Why not join in a debate? It may bring everyone closer to the understanding the truth. I need to be quiet. I don't know what else to do. To hell with the abbot. If he can't handle a little criticism, he isn't fit to sit in a fancy table. Because the abbot will be furious with me. That's why. Why not? Where should we start? A debate. Excellent. Why not start with the 95 Thesis? Enough! Num, you should know better. Lord Rothwagel, you are our guest and held in high esteem, but you have worn out my patience. You will not be discussing Luther's work with Num, Thomas, Matthew, or with any other brothers. Is that clear? I suppose. It is your abbey, but you're talking too much offense at this, and you're far too afraid of change. That's poggers, man. And these conversations probably happen. Whether it's from Luther or someone else's, reform is coming to the church. You had better accept it. What? Neither you nor Martin Luther dictate changes to the Holy Church on their whim, and it did happen. This talk is beyond insulting. It's blasphemous, outrageous. How dare you? How dare you? I see. I have overstepped my bounds, and I suppose I have ruined everyone's supper. My apologies. In spite of this unpleasantness, I will make good on my manuscript payment and the donation of my copy of Historia Tassia. If you cannot accept what the future will bring, perhaps it's time for you to come to terms with your past. Well, no need to overstay my welcome, fathers, brothers. Num, good night. Why, Num? Why did you engage him? I expect better of you. It's my fault now? My God. Now then, I must ask you to leave so I can speak to the brothers in chapter privately. Brother Piero, please accompany Num out. I will take my leave as well. Good night. Piero, man. Don't worry about Father Gernot and the Baron. I'm sure it will be all fine in the morning. I hope Father Abbot can see that the Baron's heart is in the right place, even if he picked the wrong time to express himself. That seems unlikely. I think the Baron should apologize if he wants to be forgiven. It may be so, but we must never lose cope. Opium. In any case, I do hope the Baron respects the Abbot wishes for the rest of his stay, for everyone's sake. Brother Piero, what do you think of Martin Luther's idea? That is for younger and wiser men than me to decide. I'm just a monk, thank God. Good night, my son. Good night, Piero. I love you, man. Compline. I should get some sleep. Where's our bedroom, though? Oh, we need to go back to town. I don't live here. I don't live here. Maybe get a horse? There's a lamp still burning in the guest house. Is that the Baron? Lawrence must still be awake. I wonder what he's doing. Hey, have a good day, Neko. Good to see you. Take care, my friend. And what was he thinking? He's a Baron, but he could have expected that to go that well. The storm doesn't seem to be letting up anytime soon. A poor night for stargazing. I should get back to the Gertnards. Guest house. Close. He's partying. He's having a good time. Huh? Yeah? Are you alright, Master Maler? Did you see that? On the aqueducts? The ghost? Yes? There must be better. Well, I'm not here to tell you what you saw. Wouldn't be the first time people have seen ghosts around these parts. Interesting. Have you ever seen one? Usually around the ruins. Who knows how many restless Roman lies beneath those stones? Well, I think I found Johan's last lost sheep. I'm going to head home. Take care. I will, thank you. Good night, Till. The last sheep. Iris is beautiful. Snowdrops, one of the only flowers that can bloom this early in spring at this altitude. A shrine to Saint Maurice, the statue, ancient. The columbine looks like it's coming in early. No! Pale horse, still on the floor. Hello, you alright? Matins, the pale horse, death. Hey, what's up? Sister, listen to my voice. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Yes. Yes, Father, I hear you. Am I here? Is this now? Yes, you are with us, and this is now. I apologize, Num. I imagine that must have been quite alarming. Is she alright? She is. Sister Amelie is a mystic gifted with visions when God see fits to give her one. Some are more frightening than others. Yeah, big stuff is happening. What is she doing in there? Does she live in the church? She lives there, yes. I'm a little surprised you haven't noticed her before. If you came to Mass more often, you would have seen her. Her cell? She is Anchors, a religious hermit who devoted to God that she has enclosed herself in a cell next to the church. She is dead to the world, but continues as life of prayer and religious contemplation. And sometimes, ever so rarely, she receives a great and terrible vision. Is she local to Tassing, or was she a nun at Kiersau? Neither. She came here from a Benedictine abbey in Lower Bavaria after it burned down. I'm here to confess and take her. Many anchorists are not literate. I wrote down her visions to help interpret them. I thought of all the monks and nuns at Kiersau could read, even poor Brother Vockberg. Thank you, Father Thomas. I must rest now. Of course. She seems happy. It sounds like she's in a great deal of pain. She is. She feels pain that is both physical and spiritual. Her spiritual pain comes from her revelations. They come and go. I try to address them as best as I can. The physical pain comes from the deformity of her spine and aching in her joints. Ugh, I know of no cure for that. So prayer is the way to go. Sister Amalie was saying she had a vision of death. Could someone be in danger? Oh no, don't rush to judgment. Her visions are divine and powerful, but they could have many meanings. Some of her revelations take years to comprehend. Some may never be understood at all, as God wills it. Still, the arguments at dinner was quite troubling. Perhaps it cast a shadow over her thoughts. Now then, the good sister appears to have fallen back to sleep. I must prepare for bed myself. Good night. Good night, buddy. Good night, buddy. Good night, man. I want to go check out the, Can I go check the Drucker house? I can't. I want to go say sorry for tonight, man. Oh, they're going to be pissed. Zimmerman house? Johann Bauer farm? Gertner farm? Go. Time to sleep. Oh, look at this. Sleeping on a chair. Oh, look at this. I rent the top floor? I guess I do, right? The Picatrix, Key of Solomon, the Heptameron, Prior Fenric keeps giving me all these books to read. I really should clean this up. Go to bed. Stay awake and go to sleep. Oh, this is how I need to look. Prime work time. Good time to get back to work. Why? It's all right, Ursula. Good morning. What happened? A storm rolled in during the night. It hasn't let up all morning. Clara and I have been doing what we can in here to keep us all from washing away. Peter and Jorg are outside trying to deal with the flooding as best as they can. Oh my, is the farm in danger? I certainly hope everything is all right in the Abbey. There's always a danger with this much rain, but we've lived through worse. Whatever happens, it will be as will it. We must have faith in Providence and endure what is to come. Oh, I have some food for you. I got money for them too. I got the monies. Here, sorry I couldn't prepare anything more. That's fine, thank you. Odo wanted me to say hello, by the way. Thank you, I appreciate everything you do, it's sweet. Didn't Odo ask me to say hello? He's probably courting her. Then be a good friend to him and just tell her. So what? They're not married, are they? Neither are you. Why not test the waters, eh? Should we try to, I mean, just tell her. They'd probably be happy together. Okay. Oh, he did? Good. Have a good day at the Abbey. Try to stay dry. I got the monies. Who wanted the money? Was it these guys? Are you doing it all right? Oh, I didn't see that the wall was broken. Is that from the flood? Yeah. It is. Must have broken in the night. Some of our sheep escaped. We'll have to track them down later. This is the way it always is. Rain falls on the Abbey and rolls downhill to the little people. It's hard to blame the Abbey for that. That's just how rain works. There's a reason we're down here and they're up there. I have to get back. See you later. I had money for them, though. Who wanted money? She asked for money, right? Clara asked for... I think Clara asked for money. I have something for you. There you go. This should be enough to pay my rent and the tax you owe the Abbey. This is far more than your rent payment. We can't accept this. It's the least I can do. You and Peter have been such gracious hosts. Consider the rest a gift in addition to my rent. I insist it's enough to pay back the abbots, yes? How did you even find so much corn? Are you sure you'll have enough to spare for yourself? Don't worry, I'll be fine. I convinced brother to pay me a bit early. I wanted to be sure you could pay your taxes in time. Bless you. Don't know what this means to us. I'm happy to help. It's the crit. It's probably... Yeah. You're a good man. Thank you. I'll let you move on with your day. God bless you. Hey, take care. There you go. There you go. That works well. Hey, Galactic, how you doing, my friend? Welcome. This is a bonus little game. Like, there's a puddle here. It's like gonna be like this sort of murder mystery. We're gonna have to figure it out as we go. Good to see you, bud. How you been? Alben Bakery. Ulrich. North Town. Stein. Oh, the cat! Pet Schlau. We need to pet Schlau. Hey, Schlau? Yes, this is the way. Pet the little Schlau. Yes, very nice. If you don't pet a cat when you see it, you don't have a soul. What's going on around here? Gomash? Father, I've said this before, but it isn't good. The water drains here so quickly. It's affecting the foundation. It needs to be looked at. Understand, but if you dig here, you may be disturbing the bodies decomposing of the yard. Of course, Father, but they're going to be dug back up again anyway. Yes, but why disturb them unnecessarily? It's your church, but you can't put this off forever. The foundation is going to crack. I understand, perhaps after some of the bones have been moved to the ossuaries. Thank you, Lucky. Good day, Master Maler. Good day, Father Thomas. Everything all right with the church? Lucky was again reminding me of the danger several rainfalls can pose to the foundations. God looks after his flock, but sometimes he's requires an earthly hand. It will be taken care of. God with you, Andreas. And with you, Father Thomas, until later. Okay. Hopefully, my friend. Good to have you back. Meadow? Phil, what's up, buddy? Hello there, Master. Hello, Teal. Bumped into any ghosts lately? No, not since we last spoke. Good. Have you ever seen a nicer view? Don't get slight like this in the cities, I expect. I can't say that Nuremberg has many Roman ruins now. I could do without the mud on my shoes, but the aqueducts does make a nice silhouette. Oh yes, Tassing is full of them. Quite the marvels they are. I don't pay much mind to the writing of them, but I can read Latin myself, but you might enjoy giving them a look. If you do, you'll have to tell me if they match the old legends I read about. What sort of old legends? I didn't know you could read. Well, when Father Matthias was abbot, he would let me borrow books from the Abbey library. I think I read through half of that library before Father Grenod became abbot. He and Father Thomas are strict about which books should be read now. Books should glorify God, they say, not discuss the old pagan ways. Still, the account of the Romans in Tassing are my favorite. That old book talked about how the Roman knight, Gaius Metellus, defeated the Reti, I think it was. Heaven's snowfall had him caught in the very valley, barbarians on all sides, when Mars sent the wolf to the knight. Instead of killing the beast, Gaius followed it to a magically spring with 3 covered in all sorts of fruits. Mars provided the wolf and the spring, and Gaius Metellus founded Tassing after defeating the barbarians to honor Mars. That's where it all came from. I'm surprised that Kiersau has any records of Tassing before St. Moritz arrived. And written in German at that. It might be a fable, but I enjoy the story and the game. It's nice to feel you're connected to those who came before you, even if it's only by the land you live on. Wise words. I'd rather look forward to new opportunities. Oh, I want to click the other thing. To each his own, I suppose. It's been good. Take care, man. Take care, buddy. What you been up to, Galactic? Oh! Martin. Told Martin not to work too hard. Martin ended the conversation mad at you. Hey, Martin. How do you, what are you supposed to do here? Get a friendly greeting from Martin. Eat shit, Andrea. Ah. We can never win in this game. I should get to the Subcormian. Gernot will give me an if I'm late again. No, we're going to be okay. Martin's always pissed, man. We started well with Martin. We told Martin to be nice, but he ended up being very mean. What about Mikkel? Let's check Mikkel here. God be with you. Is God with us? Look at this ring. Are you still preparing to leave, even with this weather? The weather is unfortunate, but the Baron's wife, Lady Salomnia, will be arriving today. My lord intends to depart as soon as she arrives. How long have they been married? 7 years. She's a fine woman and a true lady. I was hoping to bid farewell to the Baron before he leaves. I'm sure he would appreciate that. He spoke highly of you before he went to bed. He was glad you were willing to debate him at supper, even though he's sure the abbot will hold it against you. Well, Luther works is worth debating regardless of what the abbot thinks. Baron is a patron of the abbey. I didn't want to refuse him. Yep. My lord certainly agrees, but he hasn't found many people who shares the opinion of Tyrol of Bavaria. Would it be fair to say I found the Baron's favor? Hey, this is Max, right? Earn Lawrence's Rodger favor. Yes! We got it! We got one! We're not gonna lose we're not gonna lose every possible interaction in the game. It would, my lord, blame me, give you a token of his friendship in his absence. He says it's a small thing compared to future commissions, but he hopes that you will wear it with pride. Oh, a little pin. In fact, I'll wear it right now. I'll keep it secure until I have clothing worthy of bearing it. In fact, I'll wear it right now. Many thanks. Now let's wear it. As you wish, of course. He went for a walk early in the morning. He didn't say when he'd come back. I hope he returns soon. The rain is turning everything to mud. My lord might surprise you. He never minds getting mud on his boots. Of course, I'm the one who has to clean them. Maybe that's why he doesn't mind. The Baron seems to be quite an unusual man in many ways. It's no trouble and many thanks. Until next time. But one thing before you go. Did you see a short, Shirley-looking young man in a hat on your way up this morning? Shirley, you don't... At that, you mean Martin? Yeah. He ran past me in the meadow, and I was walking up the hill. He was in quite a hurry. That would explain my lord's missing rings. You believe he stole it from you? Not from me, no, from my lord. 1 gold, 1 silver, and a handful of golden, and a book the Baron was planning to give to the abbey. A book? I believe so. I went to pack the Baron's things, and they were missing. The boy is a known thief. I wouldn't be surprised if he's responsible for the missing rings. That would explain it then, regrettably. Yesterday I caught the boy with the hat, Martin, I suppose peering through the windows. I couldn't have admonished him at the time, but well, he seemed harmless. That's a shame. I hope the Baron won't be too put out. My lord is a man of some means. He won't miss the gold and or the ring. I do think he will be upset about the book. He was quite excited for the abbot to see it. In any case, I must finish preparing the horse. It was good talking to you. Of course. See ya, buddy. See ya, man. So Martin, the little Martin stole the book. Why is he always? I don't know. Some characters are always pissed. I guess it's who they are. Galactic. It's called Pepega? Pepega Mientient. Yeah. It's gonna be a murder mystery solve. You gotta have to, it's the art. We're really looking for what's really cool about this game is the art style, and it's about talking to characters and figuring out the clues and trying to find what happened. So we're still in the intro. Nothing major has happened yet, but it's about to. This is wonderful. The rest of the abbey is soaked and there's not a drop of rain in there. Good things the abbot had Odo replace the roof to the scriptorium and library last month. With the calefactory next door, we can stay warm while everyone else is cold and wet. Instead of bragging about our good fortune, you should think upon your brothers and sisters and pray for their health and safety. The abbot foresight saved a lot of our work and protected what's in the library. The town hasn't farted as well. I'm sure they'll be fine. More importantly, if they're not, I don't care. Brother Guy, your heart is harder than the stone of this floor. I'm sorry about that, but Galaxy. Yeah, most likely next Sunday. Most likely we'll continue Sunday during Community Day. I haven't made the schedule for the weekend. You're taking me a bit right-handed at the moment. We're just getting some bonus streams, trying to compensate the fact that we had less streaming hours in the past month due to a family member being sick and passing away. But we'll most likely at some point this weekend we should have time for it. Looking forward to playing with you, my friend. It was a blast. It was good time. Definitely good times. We have the grumpy old monk, but where's the nice one? Have you played the game? Have you beaten it? Brother Piero, haven't you seen? I did. Before Brother Guy arrived, Brother Piero left to speak to the abbot some time ago. Thank you. Thank you for your kind words, Galactic. Why is Matthew ringing the bell? It can be scarce already. I pray it stops soon. Such a cacophony is an assault on my frail ears. I appreciate your kind words, man. Thank you. It's not stopping. I suppose this means we're being summoned to the chapter house. God, give me the strength to endure the rain. It's 50 feet, old man. You'll live. God, give me the strength to endure this, man. I like this. This is exactly how I imagine old people that spent too much time of their life alone, and they're just, old men that don't give a rat's anymore about how they treat people or how people hear. You know how, like, we sort of force ourselves to be nice to other people, but if you're old enough and you feel like you're close to death, some people just stop caring. And this is what this guy represents. It's still not stopping. What's going on? This can't all be because of the storm. I should see what's the matter. Let's go, man. That sounded like a scream coming from the cloister? What? That's coming from down the hall, maybe in the chapter house? I think something terrible at yeah, chapter house? Oof. What's going on, guys? There's blood on the wall. The Lord? Oh, the Lord was killed? What happened? I think it's the Baron. He's been hurt? I don't know if that's just hurt, guys. Please, Father, where is Brother Florian? Have him come quickly. Be silent, brother. What? He's not trying to save him? Brother Florian, if you please. The pirate, he's the healer. Takes the knife out of the wound. Oof. I'm sorry, Father. There's nothing to be done. He's dead. Margaret, man. Sister Margaret, calm yourself. Sister Gertrude, please take Sister Margaret back to the garden. Yes, Mother Cecilia. Matthew just arrives. God protects us. The Baron was a friend of the Prince Bishop of Freezing. Why is he so worried about the Prince Bishop? This abbey is odd in more than one way. Its existence offends some in the church. We are far enough from Rome and Mainz that everyone forgets about us, but this could bring unwanted attention. Yeah, it took a while, right, Pink? Yeah. I guess they wanted you to get attached. Like, it's just like, you know, Game of Thrones. You can't kill Daddy Stark until the end of the season. You got to get attached to the characters before they die a little bit. Florian, how easy do you think you could dispose of the body? Dispose of the body? What are you saying? Yeah. Why are you questioning me? Why are you wasting precious time? Dispose of it. Do you want to see the soldiers of the Prince Bishop march up on our steps and fling your brothers and sisters out of our home? Oh my God. Dieu nous garde, eh? Silence, quiet. Calm yourself, all of you. Father Abbot, Baron Rothwugel, manservant is already preparing to leave. The Baron's wife should be here in the matter of hours. This is not the time for rash decisions. I don't know if we should hide him. Forgive me. But then what will we do? We must send the Baron's men to the court of the Prince Bishop in Freezings at once. Mother Cecilia, the Baron said the Prince Bishop and Archdeacon was in Innsbruck for the Imperial Diet. Yeah. Even better, swift action will silence any whispers of impropriety on our part. Given the Baron's statures, the Archdeacon will undoubtedly come to investigate immediately. We must cooperate with him fully and pray for speedy resolution. Thank you, Mother Cecilia. Brother Wasla, please detain Brother Piero in the cellar until the Prince Bishop man arrives. Please detain Piero is what? Why is Piero? No way. Piero is not to blame here. Brother Piero, why? That's absurd. He was caught in flagrant delict, covered in blood with a knife in his hand. My God, Gurno, man, what a cacaboy. Do you really believe that Brother Piero is capable of such foul deed? Yes, capable enough when motivated by anger. He's never angry, man. He's so calm. I had no anger against the Baron. Rather, I simply came across... Oh, Piero, man, we gotta save him. Why, of course. This game is all about multiple whys, my friend. No anger, not even for insulting your work and forcing us to give it to Andreas? This is not a subject for debate. When the Prince Bishop's man arrives, we must not be empty-handed. Even if Piero wanted to kill the Baron, he's not physically capable of the act. He wasn't angry. Anyone who was in the scriptorium knows that. Even Guy knows that. Be quiet. This is not your affair. It is my affair if you're going to make me part of Brother Piero's supposed motives. I just don't think that... Yeah. I am through debating this with you. My decision stands. Brother Wasla will detain Brother Piero in the cellar until I say otherwise. Brother Florian, please escort Num out of the abbey. Num, do not show your face here again until tomorrow. Do not show your Num!
Do not show your face here ever again until tomorrow. And that is after it's okay as well.
My God, don't show your face here ever again until tomorrow. I say nothing. Relatable, right? Listen to me. I sympathize with you. I don't think Piero did this either, but this isn't the time to push the abbot. I'm sure the other brothers and sisters believe Piero is innocent as well, but the abbot is worried about the Prince Bishop's attention. If you have any recommendation, I'd love to hear them. I have to do something. I can't let Piero die for something he didn't do. Take a few hours to calm your nerves and your mind. You need to think clearly. Go to the Druckers, eat a good meal, and come back at Nuns. When is Nuns? 3 p.m. Okay. We won't have much time, but tap on my window with this swall stone and I'll let you in. Let me in for what? To examine the body. Oh, we're gonna examine the body! Let's go! Hey, safe drive home, Moody. We'll see you in a bit. Hope everything goes well. Be safe. I should follow for them and go to the Druckers. Druckers are going to be pissed, man, because we missed the dinner and we didn't tell. But we went to their house. Just the house was locked. We went to their house, but it was locked, though. Okay, let's go. The Druckers, man. We had two dinner invitations at the same time. One was good day. No, I'm back from the Abbey. It's already noon. Are you all right? Sorry, man. Something terrible happened, buddy. Come inside and sit. Yeah. If it's not an imposition, I'd appreciate a moment to rest. This has been if I could use a distraction. My friends are always welcome in my home. Besides, I could use your opinion on something. Let's go, Klaus. He's nice, man. I like him. No wonder he's friendly. Mary. What's this language? Why do they speak upside down? If it's not too much, I'd appreciate that. I'm always glad to eat your cooking, Mary. Oh my. Klaus, you must invite Andreas over more often so I can hear someone compliment my food. Your cooking is lovely, darling. Hello. Sleepy. Come back to my workshop. Let's go, buddy. I'm going to do a new run of Till Uhlenspiegel. Till Uhlenspiegel. This is a printer. There was a printing a few years ago in Strasbourg, but it was awful, almost bereft of illustration. What do you think of these new ones? This is the guy that makes people eat his poop. They look wonderful. Excellent work. Thank you. I'll be sure to let Mary know. Are these her woodcuts? They are. The drawings were mine, but she did the block cuts. I've got enough talents to draw the design, but only she can do the woodcuts and the types. Bless us, O Lord, and these gifts, your gifts, which we are now about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ our Lord, amen. Amen, amen. Sounds good. We'll see you later, Galactic. Have a good one, bud. What were the bells for at the Abbey? They were sounding for a long time. The visiting nobleman Lawrence Rodvogel was found murdered in the chapter house. God in heaven, he just rode by here yesterday. And yes, it gets worse. One of the elderly brothers I worked with in the scriptorium, Piero, was accused of the crime. That's awful. A murder in Kiersau? How could a monk do such thing? I'm sorry, Andreas. The Baron seemed like an interesting man, and I know he's been a patron of the Abbey for years. How did he die? Could it have been an accident? And does the abbot really believe that Brother Piero killed him? You've always spoken of him in the kindest terms. It seems like Lawrence had been stabbed, but I don't know. There was a lot of blood around him. There was a lot of blood, but I'd rather not speculate about what happened. I'd rather spare you the details, but it's hard to believe what happened to him was natural. But no, I can't believe Piero did it. I can't imagine him harming anyone. Don't hold back on my account. I've had children and even helped Agnes deliver a few times. I'm not squeamish. Yes, blood. But if it wasn't Brother Piero, who did you think could have done it? I did see Lucky Steiner get into a shouting argument with Lawrence yesterday, just before I walked by your place. Lucky? Why would he have cause to shout at a nobleman? Egg pasta? Sausage? You always eat the sausage first. There's probably something else going on that you wouldn't know about, dear. What do you mean by that? I'm not one to trade gossip, but if you really want to know, talk to some of the other women in town. Or Mother Cecilia up at the Abbey. Did it have something to do with the nuns? But would Lucky argue with Lawrence about nuns? There's no need for that. Lucky is a forthright man. I'm sure if you ask him, he'll tell you what the argument was about. Thank you both. That's good advice. There's something else, though. When Lawrence and I were walking through the meadow, the widow Campron came out of the woods and... Well, she cursed him. I'm not surprised. Ottilia's late husband, Ranig, ran afoul of Lawrence on his last visit to Tassing. I don't remember the details, but Ranig died just last year, and Ottilia hasn't been the same since. Bread, pasta. Pasta second. You don't want to eat pasta last. It was always an old bit. Even before she was old. That's enough. She's had to deal with Job's lot in life. And now she lives all alone at the edge of the woods. There are rumors she's going to lose her property soon. I do pity her, even if she's a bitter woman. Flummery. There should be some exceptions in the law for her to inherit. That seems like it would be more just, yes. It wasn't always this way. I think my great-grandmother inherited this land way back then. Well, if man changed it, they can change it back. You're right, as always, my dears. Enough about Ottilia. Is there anyone else you think may have done it? I don't know if he has any ill intent, but Prior Fenric has been acting strangely since the day Lawrence arrived. Perhaps an academic disagreement. I know they're both avid readers, both of classics and new works. On his last visit, the Baron bought a book on astronomy from me. I know the Prior has some similar interests. But would the Prior kill someone over a simple disagreement? It is not as strange as you might think. Within the world of astronomy, some have opinions they would kill for. It's not that outlandish. When I was in university, I saw men throw punches over small academic concerns. What is an opinion for some is a statement of fate for others and worth killing for. That may be so, but I've never seen that sort of anger in Prior Fenric. Not even with Gernot was made abbot instead of him. It sort of feels that way, right, Onos? Afterwards, he seemed bitter but never violent. That just doesn't seem to be part of his character. It's definitely different. It's definitely Doki Doki style in a way that it's a reading game, but there's some decision making. There's some choices that you're making, and I love the art style. It's definitely a different experience than the classic games that we play, that we click, kill things, equip stuff, or jump or grab or bump or coyote jump stuff, or it's a nice Tuesday rainy day cozy game for sure. So Lucky, the Widow, and the Abbey Prior. Anyone else? Exactly, unique entertainment, something different. That's the whole idea. Now, is this an amazing experience that I want to start playing games like this all the time forever? Probably not. But is this going to be fun for a few hours, for the 10 hours that it's going to last? Yeah, it's going to feel fresh and different. So for that reason, absolutely. There was something strange when we approached the Abbey together. Mother Cecilia was outside with some of my sisters. Mother Cecilia scowled and took the nuns inside without saying a word. It sounds like they have history, at least. Now we eat the bread. I do not know Mother Cecilia personally, but I have never heard anyone speak badly of her. If she had cause to dislike the Baron, I must believe she had a good reason. Well, Num, it sounds like there's a lot to look into. Thank you for talking to me. I was feeling overwhelmed. Thank you for your care. It's helped me understand how I can help Piero. You are always welcome here, anytime. Yay, blood! You are especially welcome with this one. Okay, let's go. See you guys. God be with you, Andreas. And you too, buddy. Thank you. God be with you. Be good until I come back. It's nuns. Nuns o'clock. I have several leads to follow, but where should I start? The body of Lawrence Rodruggle. I could talk to Lucky. He's probably working in front of his house. The Widow lives south of here. Prior is usually at the scriptorium, but I won't be able to talk to him until tomorrow. Speaking of this, I really should look at what Fenric was writing in that book yesterday. Still, nothing would prevent me from taking in the convent. But I don't attend Brother Florian's examination of the body. He'll have to do it without me. No, I gotta go to the examination. I gotta go. We're gonna go do the body examination. There's definitely gonna be like some insane clues there that we can never get out. That it's gonna be impossible to have otherwise. So Speak with Lucky. Throw the stone. Baklau. This way. Let's go. It's autopsy time, baby. I'm glad the storm didn't delay you. Now, even though I gave instruction that I was not to be disturbed, we must work quickly. Being a corpse up close can be unsettling for some. I hope you're up for it. Well, I'm not sure, but I want to help. I have seen many animal corpses in the wild in various states of decay. Human death is also part of nature. I studied medicine for a while. We saw dead bodies. I'll be fine. Seeing a dead body is different from examining one. Now then, you should probably take notes as we go. They might be useful later. Oh, TOS, guys. Oh, my God. I will begin by inspecting his interior, starting with the face and the head. No visible wounds, no blemishes, teeth in good condition, nothing unusual. Neck, shoulder, and chest are ordinary. I need to clean some blood away to examine the torso. Yes, there it is, a puncture wound between the 6th and the 7th rib. Hey, good night, Pink. Have a good night's sleep. Thanks for hanging out. Take care, my friend. Don't eat too much pie before you go to bed. It might influence your dreams, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. This game is getting crazy amounts of reviews from every game sites. Oh, yeah? It's that 10? People are giving it 10s? It's fairly shallow, though. I estimate it penetrated only about an inch, and it likely came from his own hand. I think what happens is a lot of people, I think this game feels fresh in the gaming world. I think it's an original experience, and it's not the most exciting. It's not the most, it definitely takes gaming in a different direction than we're used to. And I think if you think of, most of the time, movie critics and music critics, they like something fresh. Freshness is very important in people that test things out, because they're bored of always the same thing. Imagine if it's eating something, it's good. Even if you're always eating the same things, something different, something fresh, even if it's not perfect, we'll get a lot of points because it's daring or it's original. And I think that's what this game delivers. Something fresh, something daring, something original. And I think it gains a lot of value points from that. And now if they can do a few things right, then they're on their way to get a high score, a high mark, right? Wait, he inflicted on himself. How can you tell? You can definitely tell also that this game did a lot of work in the background as research for expression, for art style, for texting, for all the information. It's instructive, and it seems like they made a lot of work in the background to research what was they're teaching you about history at the same time, just like Assassin's Creed did at some point, right? So all that is it's all these pieces put together I think are why people are giving it high scores. Inflicted on himself, how can you tell? But that doesn't sound deep enough to have killed him. A Nuremberg inch or an Innsbruck inch? It wasn't. It likely incidental, received while falling on his own knife. He must have had some other wounds that issued forth all the blood we found on him. Then surely this must mean that Brother Piero is innocent. Who do you think killed him? I don't know. I can't even speculate. All I can do is examine this body and hope that you can figure out the rest. Simply pointing out the implausibility of Brother Piero striking the fatal blow may not be enough to convince the Archdeacon. Brother Piero never should have picked up the knife. I'm sure the appearance of guilt never even crossed his mind. Now then, let's move on. Well, there is a sore on his sex, probably from the French disease. The French disease makes us... No, that's not possible. I doubt it had anything to do with his murder. I'm not familiar with it. The disease French soldier received in the brothel of Naples? Yes. How do you know of it? We discussed it at university. It spreads rapidly even north of the Alps. The treatment is dire, as it involves heavy mercury consumption. Anyway, it seems the Baron was not the most faithful husband, not uncommon amongst the nobility. So there was a famous brothel in France that everybody was getting sick from going there and having it 60 times. I would expect a monk to be more shocked by this. Moving down. Other than a few blisters on his feet from what I assume are new shoes, there's nothing wrong with his legs. Dumb, can you help me turn him over? Of course. There's a slight irregularity in his spine, possibly from an old injury. I don't think it has anything to do with how he died, though. I've spent enough time with nobles to guess that he's probably fell off his horse when hunting. I understand the Baron enjoyed hiking in the wilderness. The most beautiful places are often the most difficult to reach. It seems like a silly thing to risk your life for, but I'm not the one to talk. Whatever the reason, it didn't contribute to his death. Here it is, a rather dramatic head wound. The knife went here? Oh my god, the dark hair and the blood make it difficult to see, but it's quite bad. In my experience, I've never seen someone walk away from a head wound of this severity. I imagine the force of the impact would have to be quite great to crack the skull. Quite right, I see your medical training was not forgotten. I like the benefits of university study, but the battlefield of Poland and Lithuania did provide an education of sort. I'd rather be treated by someone with experience than novice with... Why didn't you study medicine? I wish I had finished my degree. I could be of more use to you now. There's no need to despair. Many hands would make work of this instance. The wound looks like it was caused by a single powerful blow from a blunt object, probably no more than 4 or 5 inches across. How can you tell? The skull is cracked in a single spot, and there is a clear impression of the skin around it. It would take extraordinary precision to hit the same spot twice, unless the Baron was already dead. It's likely he didn't die immediately. How long could he have survived for? I've seen similar injuries in battle. The victims don't last more than a few minutes, but it's an agonizing death. Even so, he couldn't have wandered far from where the blow was first struck. So he may not have been attacked in the chapter house. He was either attacked in the chapter house or someplace in the immediate areas. Could he have been attacked outside the abbey, the cloister? What about the big garden? Is the church a possibility? No, I don't think. With a wound like that, he would have collapsed before he got inside. And certainly someone would have seen him. Whatever killed was a blunt instrument of considerable heft. The part that impacted him was likely a little smaller than a fist. I'd say 2 to 2.5 inch around. Could it actually have been a fist? I don't think the strongest soldier could do this with a punch unless the Baron's head were pressed to the ground. Even then, we would not see damage to this nose and forehead. Could a woman or an elderly person have done it? Not if he were flung or dropped to the ground. That is a possibility I had not considered. Yes, this could have been caused by a particularly violent fall. Baron was not a powerful man, but he was not infirm. If someone did throw him to the ground, then they would have been quite strong, so I believe we've discovered 2 important things. The arrow didn't stab the Baron, and even if he had, that isn't what killed him. The Baron was killed by a blow to the head from a heavy blunt object. Indeed, though it may take more to convince the Archdemon. And we also know that Baron was killed by a blow to the head from a heavy blunt object. Now you just need to find what caused the blow and learn who struck it. There is one other item of interest I found in the Baron's jacket, but didn't want to open it up without you. In the jacket, buddy. What do you got there? A note of some kind. I trust you to open it, and more carefully than I would. What does it say? The girl who died and the innocent with her, Martin's capture. The girl, what girl, and what innocent? One of the nuns? Someone from the village? Definitely someone with a great deal of experience as a scribe, but I can't be Adok or Guy. It's possibly that they're Swiss, maybe German or Austrian. It's highly refined Gothic script. As good as Adok and Guy are, I don't think they could replicate this. If not them, who? I intend to find out. I wish you good luck finding the answer. Now I'm sorry to rush you, but I must ask you to leave. Every minute you stay here is an additional. Brother Florian, could you open up? It's Werner Stoltz, the physician from Tassing. In the middle of something, could you return after supper? I'm afraid I can't. Father Gnot asked me to examine the Baron's body. Just give me a minute. Hide, of course. From Warner. You're not supposed to be in the Abbey until tomorrow, remember? Alright. But why does it matter if Warner knows I'm here? Get behind the cupboard. Fine. Let's hide. Let's hide, guys. We're gonna stay there while he examines the body. Dr. Stoltz, sorry to keep you waiting. Now, what did you need? The abbot wanted me to examine the Baron's body before his wife arrived. It seems at this point I've just completed my own examination. Well then, what's the harm in letting me take a look? Dr. Stoltz, with all due respects, I finish. The cause of death is clear. If you have arrived an hour ago, I would have had no problem with your assistance. I'm a university-trained physician. I can examine a corpse on my own without the help of a battlefield sawbone. And hidden? Regardless of your opinion regarding my abilities, the examination is finished. You insist on inspecting the body anyway. I must insist that the abbot tells me himself. Making me bring the abbot here is a waste of time. So is performing an examination on this corpse immediately after one was just completed. Idiotic. I'll return with Father Gurmut. Okay. I think we needed to stay hidden there. That was close. Leave through the cloister before they return. Of course. Take nothing of it. I'll see you tomorrow. See you, buddy. So he was killed by a blunt weapon to the head, and it's not actually the knife that got him done. Time to eat. Speak with the widow. I can get that note out of my head. The girl who died and the innocent with her. The girl who died and the innocent with her. Speak with Ferric. The girl who died and the innocent with her. The girl who died and the innocent with her. It's not clear who did. I don't think I want to go see the old crazy girl yet. Speak with